everybody, welcome to Music with Miss Lum. So each week you are going to have a chance to have a short music class in your classrooms, and I will be your teacher. Many of you at Boonesboro know me, but I know that there are lots of students out there who've never met me before, and you'll still be able to do music with us each week. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what you're going to be doing each week in music. The first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to have to go to my website and find my weekly warm-up video, which won't be too hard to find. In that warm-up video, we are going to use something called our music kit. Now, each one of you will receive one of these. These are gallon-sized plastic bags, and depending on the grade you're in, they might look a little different. So if you have a brother or sister, you might have different items in your bag than they do in theirs. But each bag has in it some household items and some special surprises that we're gonna take turns using throughout the year to make music. This makes everything a little easier for us, and because I might not be in your school building with you, I can't always do everything I would normally do as a music teacher to get instruments to you and for us to make music together in the same way. The cool thing about these is that they also can come home with us. If we ever end up doing school at home, we know that these can go home and you can still make music with us no matter where you are. So let me show you what's in my bag. Inside my bag, and you'll notice they have a slider zipper on them just to make it easier. Make sure you're gentle when you open them. The first thing I see is one of my favorite items. It is scrapers. Now these, most of you will look at them and say, they're not scrapers, Miss Lum. They are pool noodles, and you would be 100% right. This is a small section of a pool noodle that has been cut into pieces, and it has two halves that make a hole. When you hold them, you want to make sure you're holding the round side. And I usually hold mine with my fingertips because I'm a grown-up and my hands are big, but you can also cup your hands around them and scrape back and forth. You can go up and down. You can go side to side. You can scrape over here. You can scrape over there. These are our scrapers. Let's see what's next. Ooh, I like this one a lot. And it happens to be one of my favorite colors, purple. This is our ribbon wand. Now, not all of our students will have these, but this is especially fun for when we are doing our movement activities. We might use our ribbon wands to dance high in the air or low. We also might use the bell on the end of the ribbon wand to make music to a particular pattern or to play along with an instrumental piece. This is our ribbon wand. Let's see what's next. Ooh, see if you can find your cup. Now, our cups are going to be a little different. We are not going to put them in our mouths. We are going to use them with our hands. So some activities might include us tapping the cup on our hand or on a part of our body. We also might tap the cup with our hand, kind of like a drum. Usually they'll be sitting on your desk if you're doing this, so you do want to be gentle so they don't fly away. We also might be able to even do a cup game, which is a little tricky, but I think we can handle it, where you're flipping the cup and tapping the cup and moving the cup around. For that video, I don't have a table in front of me today, so I won't show you any of that, but you'll just have to wait and see. Next, oh yes, this is a great one too. This one always makes me feel super fancy. It is a scarf. Isn't it cool, right? So cool. So these scarves are nice and big, and they are meant to be waved through the air. Sometimes we'll hold them with one hand. Sometimes we'll hold them with two hands. Little peekaboo. Sometimes we will be moving them with both hands through the air. Sometimes we might even be moving around the room with them. So when you're using the scarf, make sure you're holding carefully to it. These scarves are very, very soft, but they are also very delicate. Delicate means that they are easily ripped or torn or broken. So make sure as you're playing with your scarf when we're doing movement activities with it, that you don't pull it too much or else it might rip. Ooh, there are 3 more items in my kit. And then there might be a few more that we see throughout the year. This one is one of my faves. This is a maraca. Now you might have two kinds of shakers or maracas in your bag. The first one looks like this. It has a little handle and you can hear the beads inside. The second version has just this top part and it might have some tape around the edge. They're actually Easter eggs that I taped together. And those are our egg shakers. The cool thing about these maracas is you can hold them two different ways. You can hold the handle or you can choose to hold them like an egg. And you can hear that there's a different sound depending on how you hold it. So this is our maraca. The next one is super fun. Our stretchy band. Now, shh, don't tell anybody. It's actually a headband. Can you believe it? It's so weird, I know. These headbands are our stretchy band, and you'll notice they don't stretch a whole lot, but man, is it fun to stretch and pull in different directions as we move to music, because sometimes we just need to get that energy out. So we're going to be using this. Now again, just like our scarf, you'll notice that these are a little delicate where they're stitched together. So be careful that you don't stretch them too much. I know some of you are very strong. Ooh, this is one of my favorite items in here. A plate. Now, it's actually 2 plates. Do you think we're going to eat dinner? I don't think so. We're actually going to use these instead of cymbals to help us move. So you are going to take your plates and the first way we're going to use them is we are going to take them and tap them together like this. It's almost like a scrape, but they're very smooth, so they slide right off each other. We also might bang them together. I kind of look like a seal, don't I? Arf, arf, arf. You also might be using the plates in the air to move around. So depending on what we're using them for, we'll be using them in different ways. Make sure when you're using your plates that you don't bend them and fold them. They are just paper and they are supposed to last us all year, so we do want to try and take care of them. Although we know that accidents sometimes happen, we do want to take care of all of our items. Now, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to put all of my items back in my bag. As I do this, make sure that you watch how I do it. I'm being very gentle with the items. I'm not shoving them in to make sure they fit. I'm actually taking my time to watch carefully and see that they all fit in the bag and that nothing is squished or broken or smushed in. Everything should be able to fit just fine. Oh, did I get the end of that scarf in there? Now, if you start packing your bag at the end of music class and you notice that it's having a hard time fitting everything in, be very gentle and just move things around. Maybe you notice something's in the way, like maybe my plates are causing a problem and I need to pull them out and try putting them in again. Take a moment to do that each time so that our music hits last us all year. Once everything is in and I can see that nothing is sticking up, I can hold the top and carefully slide my music kit closed. I am so excited to use these with you this year, and I hope we have a lot of fun with them. Before I go today and let you guys explore your first music lesson on Music Play Online, I do want to tell you a few more things that you need to know. The first thing is that for music class this year, we will always be wearing a mask. Now, you'll notice that I don't have my mask on. There are 2 reasons for that. The first one is that I want you to be able to see me and see my face. There are some students who might not be able to hear as well, or who might need to see what's going on with my mouth in order to speak the words or say or do things correctly. And I want to make sure that you have a chance to see what's going on. The second reason is because I'm all by myself. My room is empty, nobody's here with me, so it's safe for me not to wear my mask. But you are in class with a lot of other friends, and so you need to make sure that you have a mask on. Even if I'm not wearing mine, make sure you have yours on. The second thing that I want to make sure to talk to you about is something called audiation. Say that word. Yeah, say it one more time. Audiation. It's a really big word. And it's a big word especially for kindergartners, but I know even up through 5th grade, we're going to be using it this year. Audiation is just a fancy way for saying singing in your head. So when you are audiating, you are taking your brain and turning it on and singing inside your head. That means that your voice down here, that can hum, that can talk, that can sing, is not going to be turned on at all. Take a moment and take one finger and gently touch your voice. It's right here. And then say, hello. Can you feel it buzzing? It's weird, huh? So now take your voice and turn it off and whisper, hello. Did you feel it move? If it did, you probably didn't have your whisper voice on. Let's try one more time. Hello. Whispering only uses our ear, not our voice. So it's really hard to turn our voice off. Yeah. Now I want you to try and only mouth the word hello. That means that no air is pushing out of our mouth. You ready? If you did it right, you shouldn't hear anything. It should be completely silent. Now, the last thing we're gonna do is we are gonna say hello one more time. But this time, not only is our voice completely off, but our brain is gonna be the part that's saying it. Are you ready? Did you do it? I just did it. Let me try one more time. It's so weird. I know, it's weird. Let's try one more time. Say hello. Hello. Whisper hello. Hello. Did your voice turn off? Okay, now mouth hello. Good job. You're keeping your voice off. Now we're gonna think hello. Did you do it? Great. So that is a way for you to practice audiating. You just spoke that word in your head. And as we are singing and doing activities where we're asked to sing or we're repeating songs over and over, instead of singing out loud, we're going to be audiating. So I know it's going to take a few weeks to get used to this, and that is one of the many reasons that we need to be wearing our masks. But I hope that by the end of the year, we are awesome at singing in our heads, and we are really ready to add in singing together and making music in so many exciting ways that we just can't do right now. Teachers, if you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to email me or ask. I'm always here to help. And boys and girls, I'm excited for you to enjoy your first music play lesson online. Click the link below and begin your music lesson for this week. Bye!